Grignr. Sweet precious Grignr. Today is going to be one of those days. I spent 4 hours recording an episode only to find that the new OBS update reset my encoder settings and the whole episode looks like it was recorded in 2003. It was only short of having unregistered Hypercam 2 at the top without you realizing I hadn't uploaded it to Google Videos. So here we are back in Rimworld once again. So this is going to be very confusing for me because I've already done all of this once before. First thing to point out, probably don't need to point it out, of course, I'm back from my trip. I'm home, and things have changed a little bit. So everybody please give a round of applause to Feldo, firstly, who, while I was away, spent a very, very long time rewriting a lot of the descriptions for powers and things like that to get rid of any references to Psycasting, and instead to add in all sorts of magical references, magic and mana and arcane, rather than Psycasting and neural heat and whatever else. I also added, when I got back yesterday, the ability to keep track of our people's magic a little bit better by having some of the icons from Vanilla Psycasting Expanded be able to be loaded in as badges. This, of course, won't do anything if you don't have Vanilla Psycasting Expanded, but now we've got, say, a little icon there for Berserker, a little one for Artificer, Paladin, Rogue, etc, etc, etc. So now, in theory, we won't get any more disappearing Cryomancers. Secondly, the mod should be available by the time this episode goes live, or at least that's what I would say if OBS hadn't wasted 4 hours of my day. Thirdly, fourthly, whatever number we're up to. Oh, defensive structures, thank you. I've also split the mod out into 3 separate mods, so the Patreon faction that I'm using is kind of a theming thing. In this series, they are traders. In other series, they'll do other important stuff. But I've split that out from the main mod, so if you just want the kind of RPG fantasy changes, that's available by itself. So you can go make your own mod pack. And then I don't have to worry about the constant stress and raising blood pressure. Piss off, Jennifer. I'm not interested in your nonsense. Thirdly, fourthly, fifthly, I've split out my Rim themes into a separate mod. So if you want to download those, right now it's just the blue and the green one, because sometimes it's nice, say for example if you're playing as a Dryad, to get a nice green interface. And this time, of course, we're using blue. I'll add fire red and I don't know, bruise purple. What the hell else is purple? Because a lot of people were asking. I should have mentioned this episode 1 in hindsight. There was a mod released on the workshop that allows you to load in custom fonts. It was intended for use with the Steam Deck so that you can install Asian language packs for that. So if you want to play in Chinese, Japanese, whatever. In this case, I've used it to load in a dyslexia-friendly font called Cadman, which is totally open source, totally open license. I will give you instructions on the workshop page for the Rim Themes mod on how to set this up for yourself. I'm probably going to use it permanently going forward. There are 1 or 2 issues where it's a little bit too big in places, but I think it works a lot nicer. It's a lot easier to see what the hell's going on. And the real question is, Grignr, what the hell is going on? I'm so lost. 3 days away and then coming back trying to catch up on 3 days worth of stuff and then losing it all really has put fury in me. So, I think we need to accept that we cannot do every single quest, right? It's not possible. It's not feasible. We should focus on doing the important quests with people that it is relevant to. What I mean by that, things like the Sky Shards, which give you skills, we should have our crap people doing those quests, right? So I'm thinking we make another squad out of Pierce, Exie, and Irina. Those can be a team, and then we've got the other team consisting of Scooty, Sirik, and Gunty. Then we've got, of course, the old squad, Grignr, Rita, and Phil. I don't want to take on any new people. I don't want any new teams until we've got these people completely geared up, at least with a basic set of armor or weapons or something, right? And on the subject of that, let me set everybody's badges up so we understand what everybody is. No more disappearing Cryomancers, like I said. Pierce was another Barbarian, and then Irina and Exie actually don't have anything right now. So I'm going to leave those 2 blank, and we'll try and get them levels up before we head them out. I want everybody to have a class before they're allowed to go on adventure. I want to try and get the crafting set up as soon as possible so that we can actually make everybody armor and clothes and gear. The mages need, like, robes with what was called Eltex is now called Arcanium. They need Arcanium robes and hats and staffs and everything to make themselves a bit more effective. Because right now, they're all pretty crap, even if they do have big, strong, powerful spells. Phil's got a big, strong, powerful spell where we can make people's brain explode. Except he can't do it because he hasn't got enough bloody capacity to do it in the first place. Let's begin the animatree linking. While everybody's here, of course, because then we get 6 extra anima grass at the end. Irina. What? Irina want to tend to extreme temperatures. -20. Oh, you're right. Okay, that's fine. Phil, should you be sleeping out there, fella? If I get chance as well, in the mod, I'm going to make it so that Eltex and Meteorites, Eltex Meteors, or Arcanium, as it's called now, take a little while to get used to the new names. I'm going to make that more common, because I think it makes sense that, you know, a planet that's constantly struck by Eltex or Arcanium Meteors would be more magical. Maybe that's the backstory for this world. Maybe that's my headcanon. And then let's get some caravans out there. There's no point hanging around, right? So, there is, I mean, we know that we can get some mad treasure from the ruins, right? So I'm going to send, even though it's probably a little bit overkill, Grignr, Rita, and Phil out to those ruins. We'll send you with the alpaca that can carry everything. Why can you not? What's wrong with you? Then as soon as Gunty's back up on his feet, I want you out there. I want a little necromancer elf because I think you have so much potential to be really cool. Oh my god, look at the damage. We need a healer. Is that something Rita can do, given that she's a druid? Essence transfer. Infuse the life force of a person into a colony animal, linking them, right? And then when one dies, it will resurrect. If the person dies while linked to an animal, it will resurrect them. So this is more about animalistic stuff, isn't it, than healing. What about, like, shaman? Regeneration is on there. One thing I plan on doing when I get time, thanks OBS, is making an archery class and also making a healer class too. Just kind of more generic fantasy stuff. We do definitely need an archer. Not having that almost feels simple. So this treatise is a treatise of crafting, right? This is something I did before, believe it or not. You're going to come and read that. It does say, read treatise to learn shooting, but when she reads it, it is actually crafting. No, it got up to level 17 last time, but I don't know if there's some random element to it. Level 4. Oh, maybe it was level 14 last time. That makes more sense. And all of the treasure we got from that ruin yesterday, I set up a little bit something like that. There we go. I thought we can't have a reliquary for every bloody golden chalice we come across, otherwise we're not going to have enough room. But I did keep this room spare if we did want to install something like that later on. But I'm pretty happy with things. That's a good start to the treasure room. Because we're much more experienced, and because it's been patched to work now, we should be able to get... oh, bandit camps, down refugees, and item stashes. Well, if we're lucky, we can get things like werewolf hunts, vampire hunts. We can buy some of those quests that will allow us to go for big spooky monsters. Anybody can fight bandits, but only Grignr can save the world from a big enormous creatures. What have you got for me? Feline equipment. Hlalu armor, basic petalace crafting. That's like almost kind of a druidic ring. Textile spinning sounds super useful. Oh god, there's so much. Artful display, so we can put our treasure on display is great. Beacons. Let us summon friendly reinforcements. Gondor calls for aid. That's going to cost us 4,000, almost wipe us out, but look, we can pay for it in treasure. Sell them the golden dice, the chalices, the emeralds, the rubies that we got from that last raid. It's like 2,400 for a whole bunch of tech. I think that's a fair deal. Let's not forget, most importantly of all, hunt for the Infinity Gavel. The Warhammer of Grignr's clan, one of the 4 relics we have to reunite to win, right? That's our win condition. That is going to start pouring in. I don't know how fast we'll get these, probably at the regular rate. So it's going to be fairly slow, but we need to make sure those are prioritized over every other quest. It doesn't matter what the rewards are. Oh, bandits. It is I, Grignr Grignason. Open up. This one is the same permutation as ruin that we saw last time. The ruins have a lot of different variations. We just happen to get 2 of the same in the row. That's fine. Have you got any jewelry for me? Because that's one thing I discovered. Look at this. One thing I discovered last time when I was doing these raids. Earlier. The same raids. Is that a lot of these raiders have so much jewelry. Just an enormous amount of jewelry. I guess it's a sign of wealth in raider culture. I don't know, but now it's going to be a sign of wealth for our adventurers in. Oh, and would you look at that? All of the mushrooms shrank, so now we can see what we're doing. That's crazy. I wonder how that may have happened. Some sort of divine intervention, perhaps. Kill this man. Shoot him. Shoot him, Phil. Shoot that lady. Female cannibal. Filthy, disgusting cannibals. Who would do such an unthinkable thing? Devoured brain, and now he knows a little bit more about plants. That's good, isn't it? Oh, I shouldn't look for treasure. We should clear this place out. The treasure senses are tingling. I can't help it. Oh, Grignr's actually bleeding out. Oh, God. They actually got a good hit on him. He was shot in the heart by a bow, and he's only going to bleed out in 20 hours. If that doesn't demonstrate the power of Grignr Grignason, I don't know what will. Get him, Phil. Get him, Phil. Oh, you are good, aren't you? Wow. And when we imagine this, though, when we get that arcane load even higher, that's going to be nuts. Ooh, giant golden bowl. I haven't seen those before. We've cleared the ruins. I don't believe you. I'm not sure I believe you at all. What was the payment for that? Oh, another soothing orb. I will ponder that orb. Ponder it when I sell the damn thing. Grignr and Phil together. They are such a good team. Is that another golden chalice? Right, so it is going to be identical to yesterday. It was totally unintentional that Grignr and Phil would be the very literal definition of brains and brawn. A little bit too literal for Phil the Brain Eater. Too many brains. Look at him go! I had such low hopes for him as well. That the flimsy, breaky bone, fragile-skinned Brain Eater, and honestly is almost as good as Grignr is now at taking out the enemies. Here we go. Charge! Get him, Grignr! Oh, watch out for that crossbow. You're having a good experience with bows today. Man, we're also getting super lucky that these people aren't dying. Like, all this free stuff that we can grab from them. Oh, is there a person? Ah, they're on it. They're on it. I should trust them a bit more. Now for the important thing. Now for the dopamine of non-stop treasure. What did we get from that? Like, nothing? We got nothing? It was a damn decoy? Oh! No, it popped out here. I guess it couldn't find anywhere to spawn because all the cells are populated. Whoa! Golden skull. Another golden chalice. Oh, I like the golden skull a lot. I haven't seen that one before either. Wow. Let's go ahead and grab you. Crack open a couple of shells. We've got some just regular plain old emeralds there. Very nice. The books, the knowledge books, are so good. Treatise on intellectual and construction. Both of those are going to bones. Grignr's got another gift for his wife. Phil, we've got a couple more chests, and then we are basically... Ooh, ancient... What the hell is an ancient codex? Can be sold for a pretty penny or interesting... Oh, interesting to collectors. So it's just more treasure. Honestly, I quite like that. I might just keep it. Into the Ruins, a guide to dungeoneering. What is that? Oh, it's just a little book. Can we do anything with it? No, it's just a book. Oh, that's fun. Now we can get an idea for our abundant amount of treasure that we got from that. I think we got more this time than we did last time, eh? Now I know to strip people to look for treasure. Oh my god, look at all of this stuff. Medieval technology blueprints, amazing. Super, super high value. The chalices are still, I think, the best treasure you can get. Are any of these weapons worth it? Nah, they're pretty much worthless, aren't they? Not worth carrying home. Armor. Any sort of gear so that we can try and make our people a bit more gear appropriate? Not really. We're also looking for, again, Eltex, or now as it's called, Arcanium jewelry, because that all gives a magical bonus. Haven't got any yet, though, unfortunately. I am going to take the ancient brazier, because I think they look fun, even though they are just a brazier, right? Wow. That is a crazy amount of treasure. It'd be nice if we could see the total value of each raid. If there was like a total wealth carried or something like that. Maybe I can look at the caravan when it's traveling. I've never really needed to do it before, right? We'll take everything. And we're leaving with more food than we went with in the first place. Right, so if I go like, say items, can we see carried item value? Oh, that'd be so good to know. And the good news is in the background here, the prison, hospital, and research rooms are going pretty well. Obviously, it's slow, but that is by design. It should take a while to put up a whole new building. Trying to avoid that being the main focus of the entire series for once, and Gunty is back up. So Gunty, again, being a mage, I'd love to give you some more mage gear, but until we get more Eltex or Arcanium stuff, there's not much we can do about that. So I think we send the squad out. Scooty, what are you wearing on that helmet? Is that better for... it's a good melee gear. Well, more specifically, it lowers archery, so it's probably all right. Oh, melee hit chance. So look at that. 25% extra melee damage. Okay, now that's really good for you. Scooty is, again, a warlock. Might be a good idea to focus more on giving Cyric all this good gear and giving Scooty something else, but for the time being, given that we can't do anything with it, you're just going to have to stay as another generic knight, at least until you build your skills up a bit more. So I think Scooty and this squad can head out to... We've got an item stash there, we've got peace talks, we've got a bandit camp on the way back, and a sky shard, and that mining site. Is that the gold one? It is. We've definitely got to hit that on the way back. I'll send those up with an alpaca, because they are going to be bringing back some treasure, and then we should have enough food from those wolves. Explain this one, science. How can a cooked meal have raw fungus? Really does make you think. You can take some raw fat and eat that on the journey. Ugh. We're gonna have to set up camp with these guys though, and we'll send those ones off, and then... Oh, you know what? No. Hold on, better idea. Ooh, and look, speak of the devil, hunt a werewolf. Of course. Absolutely confirmed. Diz's monster hunting arrangement. Diz Waltney, Lord Mayor of Hell's Waltney, put out a contract for a small pack of werewolves. You're going to give us an, a breach axe. Oh, I don't think we really want that. But it is a persona breach axe, which is kind of fun. So the mod author of the medieval persona weapon said that they'd rebalanced it so that it's a bit more, or more specifically, the persona weapons are a lot rarer. So they have a bit more impact, I think. Free wielder. This weapon does not, it doesn't form a bond with anyone. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I'm kind of tempted. To go for it. The common chest. I mean, we're going to do it either way, right? But the common chest, I think it's more impressive. Oh, damn. One trader in, one trader out. Again, want some magic gear, House King. If you've got any hanging around, that'd be amazing. Or take prints for crafting it myself. I'll take 2. That's also fine. Indoril armor, Grimstone. That pops up a lot, doesn't it? Rustic storage. Did we buy that one? I really don't remember. Gold and silver ingots are good for... Ooh, advanced scribe table. I'll take that one. Did I already buy that one? Oh, God. We can always sell it back. Medieval props to decorate the place. Royal architecture is really cool. Did I buy these? Look. We've already got that one. So we definitely don't want that one. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we definitely don't have any duplicates there. Do you have... crab mask? Well, I didn't want a crab mask, but I do now. How can I ignore the words crab mask? Humans can't wear this. That is emotional damage. Grignr and Co are back, more treasure, but the reason I waited is so that we could have a little animatory linking. With 9 additional participants, we get 8 animagrass back. So if we give that to, we can't give it to Exy because Exy is a child. If we give it to Irina, give her some sort of class as well. We've got 27 grass, we get another 8, then we only need 5 more and we're good. Then we can also give it to the child, and by the time the child is... Oh, you're 12 and 51 days. Oh, crap. So you'll be an adult in no time then. Rimworld adult, not like a real life adult. And boom. What did we get? I'm hoping we get different classes. I mean, even if we didn't, if she ends up being another berserker or whatever, we'll move her away from it, I think. She became a legate. Oh, interesting. So these are the Imperial... This is like specifically the one for the Empire, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so this is the one that's locked in the base game, or you know, in base vanilla Psycasting expanded to be Imperials only. So you can only do this if you get like, at least I'm thinking the right one, right? Yeah, I'm like 90% sure. So this is the one that's locked to the Empire. You have to have a title or something like that. So it's all focused on kind of high level, offensive and utility Psycasts. I'm not sure I'm so into it. Because it's kind of basic stuff like stun, burden, things you've seen before, Neuroquake or Mindquake here. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking let's go more explosive. Irene needs all the help she can get. Let's go Electromancer. We're effectively losing a point to respec her class. I just think it's a lot more interesting. Now that we've done that, there is nothing else for it, right? So we send the caravan of the other squad back down to the original site that we were talking about. Then for the werewolf hunt, I think we don't send the new people for 2 reasons. Number 1, they're werewolves and they haven't done this before. I feel like they get clapped. I'm just going to send the regular squad. I'm not even going to bother sending them with a tent or anything because we'll just bring them... Actually, do we want to bring them right back? Let's send them with a couple of days of food because I do want to send out the other 3 people that we've got left over. So Grignr, Rita, and Phil can deal with the werewolf. I feel like they're equipped for that. And then we'll send the people to get the sky shards, who are the lowest level, because the sky shards give levels, right? So that makes perfect sense. At least in my mind, it does. There you go. You might finally be useful for us yet, Exy. What an adventurer's guild. This is more caravans than I've ever had in any other campaign. All other campaigns combined. Now, werewolf time. Let's be careful. Pack of werewolves. Okay, there are 2 of them. We do need to bring one back to be stuffed to put in some sort of trophy room. What the hell is that? Got a big old worm, too. Has it seen us? Certainly seems like it may have seen us. All right, hold back. I don't want Grignr going in there at the front. Did I not upgrade his skills? One of us is going insane. I think I upgraded his skills, right? Because I went for that one and that one. Maybe that was in the last episode. I don't remember anymore. I don't want him leaping into battle, though, against werewolves. Because if he gets bitten and gets turned into werewolf Grignr, I'm not sure we can bring him back from that. I think he's permanently stuck as a feral wolf. God, we need to upgrade your arcane load. Phil would be just an unstoppable guy if we were able to... Oh, can we... Is it an animal? Enemy animal of monsters. Could I use word of animals? We can. We can tame the werewolf. Okay, back up, back up. Phil's going for another volley. Okay. Gotta be careful about this. This is where a druid actually might come in super, super handy. Rita, I'll let you and Phil take the initiative on this one. Okay, here we go. Word of animals. Tame that man. Did it do anything? Word of animals. Tame that man. And... Oh! Oh my god, that's so good! Oh, Rita! We've tamed a werewolf. What a reward from our quest. What a unique way to go about that. I'm happy with it. And there's our large common quest, and there is our chest. There's our Persona X2. Now this lot. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, it didn't work. I don't want you getting into melee with that. Okay, it went hostile again. Who could have possibly predicted that? It was too smart, you see. Too smart to be tamed by a mere mortal. Well, Rita isn't. Oh, Gideon, shut up a second. Rita isn't mortal. She's immortal. She can't. She won't turn into a werewolf, will she? I don't know if we have to worry about it. I should have read the quest log. That's okay. There you go. Let's finish it off this time. Sorry, friendly wolf. Look at all this stuff coming in. Warden for hire. Jeremiah's king, Lord Mayor of House King, has captured 3 prisoners from an enemy faction. We can get something called Warbreaker, a Skysteel Persona Warhammer, or I'm Persona X, I'm Persona 9. Not really interested in that one, but this sounds good. Calm Thoughts and Arcane Load Sync. Weapons Persona has the ability to help dissipate the wielder's arcane load. The wielder... Oh my god. Heat reduction, basically, for those of you on old Rimworld terms. That's amazing. And you know what? That could be the weapon of Pierce. She's a berserker. She deserves a big old warhammer, I think. I'm going to take that. We could take the chest or the silver, but this sounds good. I prefer the idea of getting one big reward. We have to take care of them for 22 days. Oh, I should have finished the prison first. Well, that's okay. We'll just lock them in here for now, I guess. And then what else did we get? We got a Lothar chase, a Gartel helmet, and a bone mold decorative plant pot if we go kill a Lothar. What was the other thing that popped up? A non-traditional trade. They want to buy 16 short bows from us, and in return they give us Tome of Archery. Oh, or some masterwork archery gear. What is Curse of Infinity? What is that? Global... Oh, it's learning speed. And research speed. Oh, for bones? Oh, it could be good for bones. And then we could reunite all of that plate gear. Give it to someone like Cyric. Man, it is good though, isn't it? I'd like the Tome of Archery. I'm going to take that. 16 shortbow. Put it on the to-do list. The never-ending to-do list. But the Lothar hunt is right there. I'm sure they can deal with the Lothar. Let's take one of the werewolves. They can probably handle that, right? And then for our next quest, we have our people arriving at the item stash. We don't know what item's there, right? It's just a generic item stash. Whoa. Griffin. Hello. Let's go and have a look. I presume we're expecting an ambush. Or nothing. Or an ambush. Hey, that makes sense. Whoa, that's a lot of people. Oh my god, that's a lot of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elves. I may have bitten off more than I can chew. Let's hide in the room. Because that does not seem like a fun fight for us. What is it? Oh, it's the Ice Shield spellbook. Gotcha. Get in there. Go hide. Okay, here we go. You stand there. You stand there. 3 versus 1. Is there anything we can do? Level 3 melee. Is there anything we can do in terms of spells to make this a little bit easier? Ocular Eruption. Channels a wave of psychic power to rip the flesh of a target connected to an extra-dimensional realm of pure madness. Yes, those are all words I like in that order. Wow. Let's also cast Savage Psychic Slice. Can you upgrade anything? We can. What is that? Claw Frenzy. Done. Easy. And then you can do probably... Oh, you do have a Necromancer power. Word of Fear. Sure. There you go. Between the Word of Fear and connecting people's brains up to some sort of extra-dimensional realm of horror, I think this should be great. Be curious, I wasn't able to figure out why sometimes they have like a blindfold and sometimes they don't. Ooh. Hey, I liked that. Why weren't you doing that when they were attacking before? You decided to wait until they were flee to show off. We'll strip them in a second. Oh god, they need tending. Best medical character. Scooty. Oh, actually, Cyric's not bad. They go do a self-tend. Actually, it's probably not as good as getting someone else to tend you. Gunty, let's get you stripping these people then. There's bonus treasure as far as I'm concerned. Uninfused ring. Emerald Ring of Winter. Comfortable temperature. We've also they dropped an oak tree, jade gold ring, and an emerald necklace. Oh, the jewelry is always so good. Is that a Persona beer bottle called Littlefoot? Gives kind thoughts. That is almost borderline perfect for Grignr. If only it didn't give kind thoughts. Oh my god, there's too much jewelry. This is too much jewelry. Why is there so much jewelry? Oh my god. Gunty fell over? Gunty, what happened? It was just in extreme pain. I see. That is nuts. That is a ridiculous amount. We do have an elf. In fact, Gunty is the elf. We could give Gunty the elf gear. I mean, I know you're a necromancer, but it's a bit more thematically appropriate than you just wearing more bloody knight armor again. I want one of these for Grignr. Preferably the dire wolf pelt for Grignr would be amazing. How's Cyric holding up? Are you good enough to travel? Let's get you some food and then let's head out. Good job I sent this lot with the... No, I didn't send them with the alpaca, did I? Did I not send you with the alpaca? Oh, I should have. That's my mistake. We might have to get the other squad, when they've dealt with the Lothar, to come back over here and help us carry all this bloody treasure back. I didn't expect this much. I did send them with an alpaca. So the other squad I didn't because they're going for sky shards. That's right. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Caravan has arrived at the Lothar hunt. This is either going to be incredible or pathetic because Grignr may kill it instantly. Or maybe we just walk away. What the hell? My guy's got a fortress. I can't hunt this Lothar. How long would that take us to dig? Oh, do you think it's worth trying? Let's give it a go. I've never seen anything like this before. This is the worst quest I've ever seen. Come on, squad. Go on, knock the walls down, Grignr. The problem is we have that thick walls mod, so this could take... Nah, that's okay. I mean, to be fair, if you wait long enough, you don't have to worry about hunting the Lothar. We can't leave because there are enemies in the area. You watch me. Wait, but the alpaca... Oh, no, the alpaca will follow us. It should follow us. Go, leave. Quest failed. Did we just lose the... It should join us. It should leave the area and join us. Did we lose the alpaca? No! Oh, no, I didn't send them with an alpaca. I sent this squad and this squad. I don't even know. Whose alpaca is it anyway? You have the alpaca. Okay, right, that's fine then. No risk. Normally they follow you off the map if you leave a map where there's a hostile presence, so that's fine. Everything's okay. Armor trader. Loot trader. Loot trader, I completely forgot about you. I have loot to trade. You have a lot of tech prints for me too. I will go through this very quickly, I think. Medieval noble apparel. Hold on. Dame dress, dame hat, jester outfit, king's robe. Oh, I was so hoping that would be... stuff related to psi power, but never mind. Military blade sounds quite useful. I'll take that one. Monuments, and then finally, early medieval medicine could be great. I'm not going to worry about it for now, though. Let's take those, because research is so bloody slow. What have you got here? Grimstone Toxitrol Trophy. Whoa. Granite armor statue. Those are fun. I'm going to sell you all my treasure, then, because a lot of this stuff is just basically here to be sold. I kind of want to keep the golden skull. But the tech prints are just more important, aren't they, right now? I'll sell you that Persona hammer. Say the Rox horns, whatever those are. 720 for all that knowledge. Hold on, if we sell that too, we're basically breaking even. I think that's all right. I think that's fine. I told you, my focus has to be on tech prints for a while. Why is this taking so long to build? What are you doing? Oh my god, and they didn't... she didn't take the prisoners to prison either. What the hell have you been doing? You're supposed to automatically move them over, right? If you're set to... Oh. Ah. Well, never mind. Bones has a lot to do, okay? She's got enough on her plate as it is trying to build a whole new building. Look at all this jewelry. This is out of control. Hold on. Ring of holding we didn't look at. Hold on, no pun intended. Carrying capacity plus 50. Oh, that's nice. Okay, get it back. Let's take that straight back to the base, I think. I'm formulating a to-do list here. Number 1 is get people actual good gear that's suitable for what they're doing. Like I said, that'll tie into the mod that makes L-Tech/Arcanium a little more common in the future. Number 2, we've got to get more pack animals. We've got to get something that allows them to move maybe a little bit... Hello? Norman? What the fuck am I looking at? Hello? Corrupted Titan? Norman, are you okay? You can stay there, Norman. You can stay there. We could recruit Norman. Hold on. Perfect immunity, scarless regeneration, Titan frame. Hunger rate 200%. Oh, he's a hungry boy. Thoroughly corrupted. Mental breaks are always violent. I've changed my mind about that. Bones, come do some cleaning. Maybe we get some pack animals. Maybe we throw in Giddy Up. Didn't include that originally because it's a little more tick intensive, but at this point, it's pretty slow. Like, it's pretty slow going. A lot of the time, it's just waiting for them to get to their destinations, then bringing it all back is quite a big time sink. They bought a cat. They bought their pet cat. These are Stoneborn, right? Hello, how you doing? Thank you for visiting. Thank you for bringing your cat with you. Hey, first squad's back. Thank you for bringing me all that very nice treasure. And speaking of treasure, here comes the second squad with an obscene amount of jewelry. We should open a jeweler's. In fact, we could open a jeweler's. Exit became an adult on the journey. Oh, damn it. Well, now you can come back and get that styling if you want. Never mind. We'll let them finish their first little adventure out, and then when you come back, it'll be like a celebration. So we can pick for you restful, restaurant multiplier 25%, or gastronomist. Food is almost always safe to eat. They both have really useful applications in a caravan. I do think restaurant is a lot better though. Your skills really do leave a lot to the imagination, don't they? Terrible. Really just awful character. Death's Door? What the hell do you mean at Death's Door? Who's dying? Phil? Phil's dying? Phil's dying of an extreme infection? Why didn't anybody tell me this? How long's that been on the screen for? He's not dying at all. He's got like 3% immunity over the top, and I've only just realized that he's got something wrong with him at all. Phil'll be fine. If Phil's not fine, I'll kill him myself. There you go. Perfectly clean. Perfectly clean. Perfectly healthy. You actually had a good 10 quality too, 70%, you'll be alright. And I think that's pretty much all of those tech prints applied in our state-of-the-art research room. Certainly is one of the research rooms of all time, isn't it? I think there are a couple more that we just simply couldn't haul. Maximus and the Labyrinth. Neolithic research data, golden chest, I like that. Senator of the Eastern Republic sent us a message, elves are inhabiting a ruin. Of course, I will absolutely take the golden chest for that. So happy with this unintentionally great mechanic. The better the inn that we have, the more guests that we attract, the freer the beds they are, the more people can take them. And in turn, they're meditating on the animatory. The better the inn, the better our people, right? Well, as our third caravan approaches the first Sky Shard site, I think we save the third party's first adventure for tomorrow. We're not going to get any new people, like I said. Probably not for a while. Not unless we need to replace some people. Not until I'm happy that the people we've got are well-equipped and well-themed. They look like barbarians or necromancers or whatever else. Because right now, they all just look like medieval knights. Because that's all we've got to equip them with, right? I've got a big old to-do list. Like I said, I might throw in Giddy Up. I think it's convinced me we do need to move with a little more haste. There's a lot of quests to do. And it will reward us for actually keeping animals other than just being able to carry back more treasure. And yeah, things are slow, sure. But that's the whole idea behind it, right? So that we don't just build a city in a day and get all of the treasure and the research that we need pretty much immediately. We don't just craft the same thing multiple times. Hopefully tomorrow we can actually start crafting some stuff when we go raid those mining sites. And not to mention we have plenty of stuff that we can actually research and start work on now. So it's a nice change of pace. I think we've done some good stuff. We've laid some good foundations. Now let's start picking up a bit more speed. And as I said before, if you have any feedback, any changes, any little additions you'd like to see to help integrate some of the fantasy stuff, please let us know over on Discord. We've got a thread going there that I've got active under the tech support section that you can join in and add in anything to that. And we're slowly going through it, kind of adding whatever is feasible or whatever seems like a pretty good idea. So let me know over on that front. Thank you for joining me today. What a rapidly recorded episode. Apologies. I was kind of hoping for slightly higher quality, and then OBS decided to kick me while I was down. Thank you to Spec, Hascrack, David, Drutar, Bwengun, Sin of Pi, Tungsten Heart, Ember the Kobold, Jimmy the Dryad's #1 fan, Slayer, iDoge, VC, Brian, Fexen, Salter, T, Unkillable, Orgthal, Bloodsnakes Chaos, Big Daddy, Mr. Hunk, Jack Barber, Patrick Paulia, The Legend Boss, Tulip, Sideshow C, Constable Corvus, Eronidas, and Catafrack for their support over at the executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you for making things possible. Thank you for giving me all this time to put it all together. I'm hoping by the end of this, we're going to have a really unique experience so that we can come back to again in the future. I will try and actively keep this one updated between kind of big patches and DLC and whatever else happens as well. Thank you in addition to Night, Lucia, Bubonic Ghoul, Rhino 33333, KC32, Sleep is Boring, Justin Rules, Shenanigans, Adamski, XD, Samuel Thacker, Chris Bjornsson, Melpheus, Blood Riot, Tassos Papadopoulos, N, Heck, Technomen08, Ugami, Dave, Cryonic, Duncan Deucer, Thalen, Lost in Space, Viking Boy, Leyland Von Kugelgun, Flight Gamer, Chief Werewolf, The Gentleman, Ghostronaut, Irish Batman, Puka Boy, Frey Buter, The Unwise, Half Decent, and Ken Buchanan as well.